I really forgot how much I loved this mascara. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope everyone is doing well. In today's video, I'm doing a first episode of a new series that I'm starting up on my channel, and I'm gonna call that Shop My Stash. So it's basically you guys will shop with me in my makeup drawers, and we are going to choose a full face of makeup with products that I haven't used in a while or I want to keep trying and see how they perform. So here's my bin where we're gonna put everything. So let's go into the first drawer here, and I'm thinking today for blush I'm gonna choose this Milani Blush. Look at that beautiful color. For highlighter, let's see what I haven't used in a while. Maybe I'll choose this MAC highlighter. It's so pretty. This is in the shade Beaming Blush. Now for bronzers, let's see here. I think for bronzer I'm going to choose, I have it here on my desk, the Kosas bronzer. Ooh, this is such a beautiful bronzer, and this is in the shade Medium Golden Bronze. For mascara, let's move on to mascara. I'm gonna choose, I haven't used the Marc Jacobs at Lashed mascara in a while. Okay, let's go to the next drawer. Let's see here. For primer, I haven't used, which one? Let's use the e.l.f. Putty Primer. This is the luminous one. And for foundation, I want to use the Sephora foundation. Go back to my testing area right here. So I'm gonna use this Sephora foundation, Best Skin Ever, and mine is in the shade 04N. And for my under eye area, I'm gonna keep testing this Pat McGrath Labs, and this is the Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Blurring Under Eye Powder in the shade Light. And for setting spray, I think I'm gonna go with the NYX Dewy Finish setting spray. For concealer, don't know which one I haven't used in a while. It's the Cult Beauty Concealer, and this is in the shade Ivory. Now let's move over to the eyeshadow palette here. So for eyeshadow palettes, which one do I want to use? I think I want to do a soft look today, so I'm gonna use this Going Coconuts Colourpop palette. I have not tried this, so this is the first time I'm trying that. And for lipsticks, something nude. So for lip liner, I think I'm gonna use this CoverGirl lip liner in the shade Caramel Nude right here. And I'm gonna go in with, let's see here, maybe this one right here, the NYX Powder Puff Lippy, and this is in the shade Cool Intentions. I think we have everything in here. So it's a full face of makeup. These are some products that I'm still testing out. So now that we chose all the products, they're right here. The only thing I didn't show you was I did my brows off camera, and I always use the same one. It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the Pomade Dip Brow in the shade Dark Brown. And this is my go-to eyebrow. It's very fast. First things first, we chose a primer here, and I chose the e.l.f. Luminous Putty Primer. It's Universal Glow. So let's go ahead. I have sunscreen on my face and my face is already moisturized. So let's prime the face. I'm gonna create another glowy look because that's my go-to look. I just love a glowy look. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this series. I have been inspired to do this. I want to give credit to Julia Adams. She does this on her channel and I really enjoy watching them, and I thought that maybe I should start a series on my channel because if I enjoy watching them, I'm thinking maybe you guys would like it too. I really like to see other people's makeup collection. It's just so beautiful. It makes me happy. Primer is done. I'm gonna go in with the Sephora Best Skin Ever foundation. Mine is in the shade 04N. And this foundation is new to me, so I am testing it out. So far, I am loving it so much. This one comes with a pump, and I usually only use one pump. We'll see if we need more. I'm gonna use the Moda brush. This is a complexion brush. And after the brush, I'm gonna go in with a sponge. It's just, I don't know, something about this foundation that is just so beautiful is the way it layers on the face and it melts on the face and into your skin. It's just unbelievable. And you can see with one pump, I did a full face. So now I'm gonna go in with my dampened sponge. This is by Morphe. Yeah, so make sure you comment down below and you watch this video and let me know what you think and if you enjoyed it, and if you look forward to more Shop My Stash videos to come. It's basically something fun and kind of an easygoing video, and I like to bring you into my collection, whether it's my old, my new makeup. Love to kind of shop and not forget about the makeup that's in the drawers behind me and not only use whatever's in my favorites on my desk. So yeah, I like to bring you with me in this type of videos, and I really hope you like it. So make sure you comment down below. Now the complexion is done. Look how beautiful and glowy everything looks. I'm going to use the Kosas bronzer. No. Let's go in with concealer first. I am skipping steps, and the concealer I'm using is the Co Beauty concealer, and mine is in the shade Ivory C2. It's very hard to see with all this bright light. So this comes with a doe foot applicator. So I'm gonna use my dampened sponge for this. This concealer, it's a great dupe because I know Co Beauty is only in Canada. You only find it at Shoppers Drug Mart, so it's not in the States, but I know that this concealer is a dupe for the Milk one, so it's something to keep in mind. It is a very skin-like, very hydrating, which I love in a concealer. So for my eyes, I'm gonna quickly prime my eyes, and there's nothing new. I always use the MAC Paint Pot primer in the shade Painterly. Now we're gonna go into the Kosas bronzer, and mine is in the shade Medium Golden Bronze. It is such a beautiful bronzer, very golden, very sun-kissed type of bronze look you get with this. And I'm gonna use my Morphe Blinked brushes. It's an angled brush. I'm gonna start from the temple and kind of bring it down. I love bronzing. This is my favorite part when I do my complexion, to bronze, and of course blush as well, because it just changes this whole canvas on your face, blank canvas on your face. So I think for the forehead, I'm gonna go in with a more fluffier, bigger brush. And bronze this big forehead. I'm really loving this bronzer so much. And now let's apply it on the nose a tiny bit. Now that we let that concealer kind of sit a bit, I'm going to set it with the Pat McGrath Labs Under Eye powder. This is another new product to me, which I have been loving. And for that, I'm going to use this big fluffy brush by Moda. Set the under eye area. I have been really loving this product, definitely recommend it. Now let's move on to, let's do the highlighter next. So I haven't used this highlighter, it's by MAC, and this is the Beaming Blush Extra Dimension Skin Finish Highlighter. So it looks like this. So I'm gonna use the Moda Pro Glow brush and kind of highlight the high points right here. It's a very subtle highlighter, so it's nothing too crazy. So it's beautiful, very subtle, very natural looking. So I haven't used that in a while, so I'm happy I've chose it. And now let's go into the Milani Blush, and this is in the shade 05 Luminoso. Beautiful peach blush. Look at that color, love it. Love it. I'm going to use this Moda blush brush and let's apply it. It barely looks that it picks up on the brush, but look at that. When you apply it, you get a lot of pigment from this. It's so beautiful. What do you guys think? I'm really loving this blush. So pretty, so subtle. A little bit of product goes a long way, and it gives you this nice flushed look. I'm gonna go in with the Colourpop Going Coconuts palette. I just purchased this palette. It's my only palette I own by Colourpop, but I really wanted something light and subtle today. The first shade I'm gonna go into Shred It right here, which is a very light, does have some shimmers though, let me see. A very light beige, ooh, a lot of pigment, and kind of set the eyes with this shade before we go in with the other shades. Has just make sure when you dab your brush in here, it seems like it has some kick up in the pan, but that's because the shades are so nice and creamy looking, even though they're powdered shades. Now I'm gonna use the same brush, and I think I'm gonna go in Lovely Bunch, which is this one right here, and apply it kind of in the crease and above. Maybe we'll use this as the transition shade. We'll see how pigmented this is. Yeah, this looks like a really good transition shade. Next, I'm going to use, I think I want to use all of them, this Culata shade right here. Kind of put this inside the crease here. See how it looks. Let's see how dark this is. Okay, so it does get a little bit darker. And now I'm gonna go into the one below it, Shell Yeah, right here. I'm gonna use a smaller fluffy brush, and I'm gonna put that in the crease as well, and a bit lower. Maybe kind of bring it down all over the eyelid. Ooh, that's a very nice shade. It has kind of like a purple tone. So I'm gonna clean this brush a bit and kind of diffuse here so that we don't have harsh lines at the top here. Very beautiful. Love the shades. Now I'm gonna go in with the Nutty, which is the darkest shade in here. For that, I'm gonna use this Moda Eyeshadow brush, which is more of a flat, fluffy brush. And let's dip in here. So I placed this in the outer corner. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eye. This is a very nice smoky eye look. Very pretty. I'm actually loving these colors. I heard a lot of great things on this palette. We don't have Colourpop here in Canada, so I had to order from the Colourpop website. So I went with this palette. They're coming out with just so many palettes. It's very hard to keep up with them. But I really wanted to own a palette, and this was my choice that I wanted to have in my collection by Colourpop. I have their lippies and their gel liners, which I'm loving. Okay, so Now we have a couple of sparkly shades. Let me try this. This is Dark Cocoa, and then we have Cocoa Rush. Ooh, and then we have Get Cracking. Here are the shades on my hand, so I'm trying to see which one am I going to use here. I think I know. So for the middle of my eye, I'm gonna go in Dark Cocoa right here, which is this one. So I'm gonna use my finger and see how this applies. It's very pretty. And I'm gonna do the same thing on this eye. So I'm leaving the inner corner open because in the inner corner, I'm going to use the Cocoa Rush, which is the middle shade right here. Oh, this is very, very creamy. Look at this, so beautiful. I think I have to clean it up because it's too much. Super, super creamy. Even though it is a powdery formula, I just love those type of shades. I think it looks very pretty. So now I'm gonna use my first brush and kind of diffuse this sharp line here. Underneath my eye, I'm gonna use this Mora brush, and this is a detailed brush, which is a small fluffy brush. And I'm gonna go in with this Shell Yeah at First shade and kind of put it all underneath here. Do the same thing on this eye. And now I'm gonna go into the darkest one, which is the Muddy one. And really darken this under eye area here. Go into a fluffy brush and blend everything together. You don't want to have this sharp lines showing. You want to have everything nicely blended. So when you use that Cocoa Crush shade, it seems like there's a little bit of fallout on the cheek, so be very careful with that. For the inner corner, I'm gonna go into Palm Reader, which is this icy shade. I'm gonna use my setting spray and spray my brush and then go into that shade. That's very pretty. So yeah, for this shade, I suggest that you actually wet your either finger or your brush and then apply it in the inner corner. Otherwise, it will be too flaky and it will fall on your cheeks. Okay, so the eye look is complete with the eyeshadows. Now I'm gonna go in and use the Marc Jacobs mascara, and this is the Lashed Lengthening Mascara, which I have not used in a long time. I will apply the mascara. Make sure you enjoy this quick intermission, and I will see you right back. Mascara is applied. I really forgot how much I loved this mascara. It's still very nice and soft. It lengthens, it volumizes, it gives you the impression I'm wearing falsies. It's just so beautiful. So off camera, I've also added the Colourpop black gel liner in my waterline to intensify the bottom line a bit more, and the inner corner shade I've just added a little bit under my brow bone. So that's what I did off camera. Now for lips, I'm gonna go in with the CoverGirl lip liner, and this is this beautiful nude shade. This is in the shade Caramel Nude. Oh, this has a very nice orangey type of shade. It matches really good with my sweater. Ooh, I love it. And now I wanted to apply this NYX Powder Puff, maybe a little bit to kind of tone down this orange. This is in the shade Cool Intentions, and it's kind of like a puff. It reminds me of the Maybelline concealer, that type of puff it has. So let's just add a little bit in the middle here to bring down that orange in that lip liner. So I think this is a very nice combo shade for the lips. And I'm gonna go in with the setting spray. This is the NYX Dewy Finish setting spray. Oh, Now I'm gonna use my sponge and blend everything in. What do you guys think? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Please let me know down in the comments below. This was my first episode of my new series that I'm starting on my channel about shop my stash. So my next episodes, you'll see kind of the same idea. I bring you guys into my makeup, whether it's on my vanity, my drawers behind me, and we are going to pick a full face of all the products that I own, that I purchased myself, and I'm going to do a full face of makeup for you guys. So I really hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please consider subscribing and give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it, and I will see you in my next one. Love you guys. Bye.